Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your June 2023 general reading. We are looking at the first half of June, and this reading is for our beautiful bulls, the earth sign of Taurus. Welcome everyone. As always, thank you so much for being here. For those of you who like, share, subscribe, reach out for personal readings, refer and recommend, especially hitting that like button and subscribing. I'm very grateful to all of you. Thank you so much. So Taurus. This is for you if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Taurus. If you're cross-watching for a Taurus, it's also relevant to general reading, so of course it'll resonate just a little differently for everyone. If you know your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, watch those videos as well for additional insight and perspective. And if something really does resonate with you, or the style resonates with you, and you would like to maybe take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading or information about that for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also get that contact information by clicking the description link or the title of this video. You'll see a little paragraph pop up there with my email address in it. Go ahead and email me. I would love to hear from you. I can usually respond the same day as well with more information. I do offer a pretty wide variety of choices for reading options in all areas of life. And scheduling is done in a pretty timely fashion too. So if you're interested, please email me. Okay, Taurus, let's see what the first half of June 2023 looks like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite. Okay, we begin with the Chariot. Success on a perhaps difficult or challenging path. The Chariot kind of references those old medieval Roman chariot races, which could be pretty brutal. There was only one winner at the end, and it was difficult. This is about winning simply because you refuse to give up. You refuse to lose sight of your goals. Even if you fail 9 times, it's getting up that 10th time that gets you that win. Determination, perseverance, stubbornness, not giving up. You can't fail but win eventually with that. So staying focused, staying driven, staying on your goals, even if there's self-doubt or insecurity. This is about pushing through that with the Three of Wands. You know, the suit of Wands is governed by the element of fire, which is typically very, action-oriented, fast-moving. It's always forward-moving, excitement, enthusiasm, passion, desire, creativity. But of all the cards in the suit of Wands, the Three of Wands has a more patient, gestative, waiting energy because it represents having laid the groundwork. You've done some of the work. You've laid the foundation for something. You're starting to see, some of your efforts paying off, and you're overall feeling very hopeful, positive, and optimistic about the future as that ship comes in. Laying the groundwork for your future. It may be that some of you have some self-doubt or insecurity or worries about what you're going for or the path that you're on, wondering if something that you want, something that you've been working on is going to come to fruition or not. Yeah, next we have the Moon. Perhaps some deep-seated fears kind of rolling around in there. Am I doing the right thing? The Moon represents, a lack of true illumination. I mean, the Moon has light, the Sun has light, the Moon has light, but the Moon has a reflective light. So it's a very dim, watery light. Everything is not entirely clear. So there may be some self-doubt, insecurity. Am I doing the right thing? I can't exactly see. It's a card that requires faith. With the Star, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism. Renewed because in the tarot, the Star comes after the Tower, so it does imply that there was some period of difficulty before. Maybe something happened, there was some doubt, some fear, some illness, some whatever it was. The Star comes after to rebuild, renew, and restore hope, faith, and optimism. It's also one of the wish fulfillment cards based on faith. Again, it feels here like you may be having a temporary period of time, Taurus, where you're like, I don't know, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? Should I keep pushing for this? Is this going to pay off? You may be struggling to continue because you're struggling to have faith, perhaps, in what you're working for or working towards. But typically the moon and the star together they're major arcana cards. You have 3 major arcana cards out of 4, so this is probably pretty significant to you. But the moon and the star together, this is like everything may not be clear. You may have all these doubts and fears, but you're on the right path. Keep going. Don't give up. The Knight of Swords, here comes the message and the conversation now. Fast-moving offers and opportunities coming in, hearing about this. The 9 of Coins. Independence, self-sufficiency, self-empowerment. Somebody who's worked really hard to get to a place where they're now enjoying the fruits of their labors. Nobody handed anything to them on a silver platter. They earned everything. And so with that, of course, came a sense of self-empowerment and self-confidence. Financially and materially, this is having enough that you're not needing or begging or dependent on other people. So herein comes the message, the news, the conversations. There's some kind of offer or opportunity here. I feel like it's what you've been working for, wanting, striving for, even though there may have been, doubts and fears, and you're like, I don't know, is this the right thing? Is this going to come through? Is everything that I've been working for, is it worth it? Should I keep going? And here comes the offer and opportunity now. And what that is, I don't know, it could be a variety of things. It might represent financial and material independence and self-sufficiency, which could be everything from retiring to getting a bonus to getting a good job, to just receiving, maybe that some of you were wanting to break free from something, someone, a person, a place, a situation, a job, maybe some kind of financial hole, something like that. You've been working for it. You've been laying the groundwork for it, pushing for it. Sometimes it may have seemed like, I don't know if, is this right? Am I doing, should I keep going? But it's definitely worth it at the end. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus for the first half of June is temperance. So this is about maintaining balance, because temperance is neither too much of one nor too much of the other. In the culinary world, to temper things means to take something of opposite extremes, like something hot and something cold, and blend them together. You can't do it all at once. You have to kind of add it bit by bit gradually so that it becomes this beautiful mixture. So with tempering, it's not about standing still. It's about staying grounded in the center, but adjusting to what comes along, my favorite analogy for temperance is like being in the middle of a seesaw or a teeter-totter. That center is your truth. It's what you know. It's what you're going for. No matter what anybody tells you, no matter how many times you fail, it's about knowing who you are, what you're about, where you're going, and not compromising on that. That's staying in the middle. But it's not static. The outside arms of the seesaw or teeter-totter represent things we don't have control over, people, places, situations. We don't anticipate things happen. And so we have to shift and adjust sometimes to maintain that center and that balance, but we don't allow them to pull us out of our center, because that's where we lose balance and fall off. So it's about staying grounded in your truth, but adjusting and shifting to maintain your balance in the middle of that. And that's the overall energy for the first half of June. But let's clarify a bit. Basically, the whole gist of this reading, Taurus, is about staying the course, not giving up. In terms of what it is you're striving for or working for or going for, whether it's wanting to actually gain something, well, you are gaining something, independence and self-sufficiency, whether that's money, emotional stuff, job, some combination of the two of those. It may be, you have doubt, you have insecurity, you're like wondering if this is the right thing or if you should give up or if it's worth pursuing, or, is this really good for my future? Is this going to happen for me? But it's really about pushing through all of that, not allowing it to stop you, and moving forward, because that's how you gain the victory. Clarify temperance. And it may be that there's some things coming in. Yeah, devil. Devil is the opposite of temperance. The devil is the opposite of this balance. The devil is too much focus and obsessive energy in one area so that it becomes an unhealthy cycle, even though there's something tempting in it. It may be, this is like struggling to maintain your balance struggling to hold fast to whatever it is that you know is your truth. There may be some other opinions or offers or opportunities or things that are pulling at you that are tempting, you know, but ultimately not good for you. And so kind of maintaining your balance in that is key, not giving in to whatever the temptations or offers or opportunities that are lower than what you feel you want, deserve, need. Clarify the Chariot and that Three of Wands. It may be that you're tempted to give up or give in to something and take less because it would be easier or something like that. It could be that you're trying to break free of something, a person, a place, a job, a bad habit, and there's temptations here. Three of Pentacles, King of Wands, yeah. So that clarifies the Chariot. Maybe difficult negotiations, because the Three of Pentacles is about teamwork, negotiations, working together. There's another person relevant here. The King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, showing up as a king, but in a general reading could be female. So there's success possible here, but it's challenging. So the Three of Pentacles can represent a team working together on a common project or goals. Everybody's got their own opinions and own skills, and sometimes it can be difficult to get and keep everybody on the same page in order to accomplish that. But it can represent working together and collaborating towards a common cause or a common goal, or trying to come to a common agreement on something. It could be very difficult negotiations, particularly in legal processes. You know, this can represent mediation, compromise, and negotiation with somebody looks to be challenging here. Knight of Wands, getting things off the ground, getting things moving forward. It may be that you've laid the groundwork for something and you're wanting that final push. You're wanting that, you know, is it going to take off? You know, when is this, I've done this stuff, and yet maybe it seems to be stalled or it's taking longer or something. And you're like, you know, waiting or trying to push through that. Again, there may be some temptation to take less or take shortcuts or something like that. Moon and the Star. It's like to go back to something that's not good or unhealthy for you, or a temptation to give up or give in or take less or something because it would make it shorter, it would make it easier. But this feels like a temptation you shouldn't give in to because of this momentary place of self-doubt. On the Star again, we're clarifying the Moon, the Star, Seven of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Seven of Swords, the Moon. Again, lots of repeating cards. I feel here like you go through a time period that's difficult. You may be, you know, there's a challenge, there's a temptation. You're like, I don't know is this the right thing? Should I give in? Am I going to get stabbed in the back? How is this going to... It just feels like doubt and insecurity on whatever it is your goal is, whatever it is you're trying to achieve here. It feels like something's trying to pull you into doing less, taking less, or going back to something that isn't unhealthy, or accepting a substandard offer because you're having doubts about, you know, like if this was legal litigation, they're like, well, you can take this offer or we can drag this out for a lot longer. And you start thinking, well, maybe I should, you know, maybe I should, you know, maybe I should give in, maybe I should give up, maybe I should do the thing, you know, because maybe what I really want isn't really all that possible, and I should, you know, step back a little, or, you know, don't. Because staying firm is what garners you this, whatever this victory is. Knight of Swords, Ten of Coins. Oh goodness, yes. Here's the Eight of Wands. Finally, things are moving forward. Messages, communication, action, travel. It's all coming in here. And clarifying the Nine of Coins is the Four of Cups and the Sun. Here's an offer coming in, and it's wonderful. This is light, love, warmth, laughter, illumination. Everything becomes clear. All that heavy, restrictive, difficult, challenging, or depressing energy uplifts from you. With this offer or opportunity, finally things are moving forward very quickly. Again, I feel the key here is to stop stressing about it so much, probably not overthinking it too much and trying to anticipate the outcome in like the worst possible negative way, you know, and it's just about staying the course here. But let's end with guidance, advice, feedback from Spirit. The Nine of Swords, stress, anxiety, worry, fear, sleepless nights, trying to write the future for a script that hasn't happened, and it's almost always the worst possible negative outcome. What if this happens? What if this doesn't happen? Stop doing that. The Nine of Coins, again, independent, self-sufficiency, self-empowerment. It's coming. The Hanged Man, you just have to wait for just a minute longer. Just hold firm, don't give in, don't compromise. It might be difficult there because it might feel like you're in stasis or limbo, but it's very temporary. And here comes the healing, Six of Swords, slowly but surely, finally being able to put, you know, the troubled, choppy waters behind you and moving towards a better place. You just have to be patient for a minute and not give in to whatever that devil card energy is. Okay. Taurus, those are your messages for the first half of June. I hope you enjoyed them, found them relevant, useful, gave you some food for thought. Again, if this resonated with you and you'd like to take a deeper look at something, or the style resonated with you, and if you're interested in reaching out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, personal readings do make great gifts because they're so personal. But if you're interested in any of that or information about that, email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can also get that contact info by clicking the description link or the title of this video. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the June mid-month readings. Stay well, stay safe, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.